Hey guys, welcome back to another serving of food for thought. Of course, not everything in the reading will resonate with you, so I encourage you to take what does and leave the rest. However, if this resonates or you just so happen to like this reading, let me know by commenting down below or liking this video. So let's jump right in, you guys. Holy Spirit, what is the message here for the collective energies? Those are the cards here that best represent the reading. Someone is trying to change their mindset when it comes to you. This is someone who is realizing whatever they were trying to do or accomplish when it comes to you wasn't worth it. This is someone who is realizing all of the drama, the pain, the sabotage wasn't worth it. Now they're trying to change their mindset when it comes to you. Looking towards the horizon, this energy is looking for a better outcome, wanting you to look at them in a certain way. I feel like this is someone who could be very emotional or upset about some changes. I also feel this is someone who has been very unpredictable over time, or this energy just could be moving like clockwork. Moving like clockwork when it comes to stonewalling you or trying to provoke you. Yet I feel this energy didn't get the full outcome that they wanted. There was no full shame here. Something wasn't complete, or you didn't take a bite of the apple. Wow. This is someone who is muzzled. But I feel they were not always this way. This is someone who was talking a lot, yet something has abruptly changed. This energy feels vulnerable, not wanting to speak or not wanting to talk now. Yet before, I feel this energy had a lot to say. I feel like this is someone who wanted you to take the bait, wanted you to be emotional or ashamed, so they could easily have a way back in or even your forgiveness. Yet this energy is now realizing stonewalling you was never even worth it. As I said before, this energy tried to provoke you as well. Very unpredictable at times. Now this energy regrets being a puppet master or playing these games, because now they're looking for an exit strategy after avoiding you, blocking you, or taking advantage of their position. This is someone who brought a lot of drama because they wanted some attention. They played a lot of mind games and illusions just to have their way. This is someone who did all of this of free will. Now they're wanting to replot their course, because either they know they're lost, meaning have lost their way, or they have lost and can't win. This is someone who knows they owe you an apology, yet they have only given you excuses, ghosted you, and never truly taking accountability for their actions, their energy, or the way they choose to handle you. For many of you, this is someone who has the energy of a light switch. They are off and on, never really consistent. And for many of you, you always feel like they're using you as a pawn, playing childish games because they're unhealed, lacking, or just wanting to create misery for you. I feel like this is someone who is trying to change their mindset of playing puppet master or playing games with you, because something is not turning out right. Fool's gold. Someone took the bait. Someone took the bait that they wanted you to take. Now they're not being accountable. They're placing blame, yet they're the only ones who are in shame. This is someone who is sitting in a space of anxiety because of the choices that they made when dealing with you. Now they're looking for an exit strategy because what they did was never worth what they got out of it. The grass wasn't greener on the other side, trying to get others to look at you a different way. Yet this energy is being held accountable. Something is backfiring when it comes to their manipulation and their games. This is someone who was in pursuit of fool's gold, something that was never worth the effort, the intention. Yet this is someone who is finding that out the hard way. I feel like this is someone who is wanting to make a peace offering. This is someone who is wanting to make a peace offering after realizing or calculating the damage they've caused by refusing to lose or burying the resentment that they know they have for you. Yet because this energy was too concerned about making you feel miserable without them or holding up false narratives to spread around or for others to believe, they didn't think about the consequences. They didn't think about or realize the only thing that was truly damaged by their actions was the connection, the energy, and the bond between the two of you. Because this energy's only focus was to win at all costs, to see you fold or continue to play this emotional game of tag. But as I said before, something did not go as planned. Runner energy here. Someone lit a flame and now they're seeing the consequences of their actions because they cannot control the fire. For many of you, you feel like this may be a confrontation when this energy comes your way, but it's only the energy that they carry that is unhealed. They know they did you dirty. So they may be coming in a little defensive, yet this energy is trying to let their guard down. They just don't know how. In fact, I feel this is someone who is still trapped, bound by some very toxic or low vibrational attachments, still possibly giving into some very dark ways. This is someone who is about to take a fall by their own demise, their own choices, their own bad habits of conflict, always going to war with you or others. This is someone who is now under pressure emotionally, financially, mentally. Someone's too old to be doing this, and something is wearing thin. Someone is being judged, and this is why they're having mixed signals when it comes to you. They don't know what to think or what lie to believe because they've been lying for so long. In fact, I feel this is someone who is very bullheaded, very stubborn, and withdrawn. And this is why they bring so much grief, so much conflict, and disconnect. Yet I feel this energy is trying to focus on coming out of this comfort zone of chaos. But there is a lot of secrets and a lot of lies that need to be revealed because this energy has been ghosting or avoiding you for a very long time. Even if you've been in this person's energy, it's still fake. It's still phony. There's never really truly been a truce. The white flag has never been raised here. There's never really been an amends. Yet this energy knows something needs to take place of free will to replot that course instead of using you or placing you at blame They need to stop playing the victim. This is someone who is now under pressure for stonewalling or causing something to go on for so long, because now they're starting to feel the effects of it. Now they're noticing a difference in how you choose to deal with them or choose to deal with the situation. And I feel like, wow, something has been made final. I feel like since this energy knows something is final or they have lost this fight, they're also realizing after all they have done to you, there may not be anything left to fight for. They feel like you won't forgive them. There's too much anger. There's too much harsh energy. They feel like they've been cursed. Yet I feel this is their negative mindset. This is someone who could bring you a truth, bring you something that is long overdue, yet they're still sitting in a space where they're unsure, unclear, uncertain, still in a space of confusion or even denial. This is someone who is sitting in a space of resentment, bitterness, not apologizing because they don't want to appear weak or wrong, which I feel both. They know they are wrong and resentful. This is someone who provokes you out of bitter energy, petty energy, because you walked away, made something final, or found your own closure. And that irritates the life out of them, because now their life is going in a different direction where they now feel cursed and bound to their consequences. This is someone who is trying to change their mindset about you, change their mindset of manipulation. Yet it's been a long time, and they don't really know how to change without leaving behind things they feel are valuable. But I feel whatever they're trying to attach themselves to is the very thing keeping them bound. They need to use their intuition to come out of this cloudy space of judgment. This energy is withdrawn, still lusting, still thinking about you, craving you, lusting after you, but this energy knows they exhausted something with you as well. Your heart is no longer open. Your heart is no longer open because they were empty or shallow and not giving you what they know you deserved. Instead, there was just hard problems, drama, issues that were brought to light after they lied or tried to cover a lie with another. Yet I feel this energy could be sitting in this space of no confession because they are lacking awareness. They're sitting in conflict, knowing that they know they pushed you to a breaking point. Pushed you to a breaking point when it comes to a commitment or clarity. This energy knows that there being no truth or there being too much deceit or alliances pushed you in a different direction. Because there was no peace, no harmony or balance. Now there is distance, a blockage or separation. After someone was trying to avoid you or push you away because of their pride or their ego, now things are feeling hopeless. This energy is now saying something is falling apart and they're stressed. They're stressed about something and emotionally under pressure. There's a lot of tension in their surroundings, in their environment, because something is shattered, destroyed. This energy feels like there won't be a second chance to clear this bond or renew this bond because of all of the outside interferences or talking too much. This energy is realizing they ghosted you or brought you despair for no apparent reason. distraction of loyalty. Wow. Something distracted this energy from bringing you loyalty, respect, or an apology. Yet I feel that is another thing that brought them to their own demise. Not just repressing their own emotions or stonewalling something or bringing something to silence. I feel this energy is also paying a heavy load of debt. Karmic debt. A heavy load of consequences where there is cause and effect, where there is no new beginnings. Yet this energy is going to have to try again and again to release something. Release something that has kept them bound, rejected, because they are always chasing a thrill or always chasing the energy to bring you some type of pain, conflict, out of some sick sense of pleasure. But as I said before, something they did, something they said, it wasn't even worth it. Now there's hurt feelings or bitter words. This energy feels like your words will cut deep. And they know they should have never brought this pain to you. Let me pick up this other card. This energy is stressed because they should have brought clarity to a situation. They should have brought clarity, honesty, loyalty. They should have trusted you. They should have had your back. This energy is now realizing they should have believed in you instead of stressed you out or outcasted you or tried to make you feel like a bad seed or a bad apple. This energy regrets putting you through this pain. For many of you, you went through a lot with this energy. Extraordinary suffering or neglect with this energy until you realized they had no depth or awareness when it comes to this connection. This is why they run, and this is why they waste time. Yet I feel something is about to play out that changes all of that. As I said before, you were able to compromise and see a lot compromise with this energy until you saw that their dysfunction, their past traumas or their triggers required more from you than you were willing to give. As you can't destroy what you have or what you have gained in this lifetime or the energy that you have for someone who barely even cares about their own life or even finds the time to make it right or change. But as I said before, life is about to cause a balance, make some changes. Life is about to somehow show them this wasn't a game. And they should have never played with you. Things are definitely going in a different direction than they expected, and they're going through some type of emotional storm for concealing something, causing something to be a mystery. Someone is emotionally unstable, very affected when it comes to family, memories. They're dwelling on the past, and most of it is just bitter. Their memories are bitter because they are bitter. The memories of the family is bitter. That's what I'm getting. This is someone who is afraid, very cautious, because they know they cause a lot of conflict. They know they cause the conflict where the chemistry is off, affected, and unaligned because of all of the mistakes or the fact that they were trying to bluff, pretending that they were not affected or triggered by you or the loss of you. This is someone who knows they can't return, or the fact that they can't have a second chance to amend until they heal. Yet I feel this energy is coming to a breaking point when it comes to conflict. A conflict they withdrew from. But I feel it's only because they were never coming from the heart. And coming from the head, it was always cloudy. This is someone who thinks about you, wanting you to open up emotionally, but they feel you are blocked or not wanting to deal with them indefinitely. Or you're just waiting for a solid or authentic offer. There's a lot of pain and stress when dealing with this situation, yet I also feel there is love. Let's get a little bit more confirmation here. If you guys are enjoying the reading, please let me know by commenting down below or liking this video. So let's jump right in, you guys. Holy Spirit, what is the message here for the collective energies? Yeah, this is someone who still has a lot of emotion for you. Emotions or feelings that they feel are unexplainable because they still try to affect you. This energy is still in hermit mode, figuring things out. But they know they need to come clean and confess. Be real about the memories or be real about the past. Yet this energy is still guarded. Still conflicted about the past. For many of you, this energy is still conflicted because they are still defensive. But it's giving toxic to me. Toxic and two-faced, and for many of you, you already suspect that this energy is already sketchy. For many of you, you have no expectations for this situation or the outcome, but you do have hope in some type of way, yet I feel you're not holding your breath for an apology. As I said before, this is someone who is in the closet, sketchy about their energy, conflicted about the interests of the both of you. You're not on the same page. As I said before, they are lacking depth and feeling like something is cursed because they have wasted too much time sitting in this toxic mindset. But something is starting to affect them because they played with a chosen energy. Someone who is authentic. Possibly even the yin to their yang. Now they're lurking, watching from afar because they risked it all for nothing. This energy is being judged for ghosting you or pushing you away, curbing you, not letting you into situations or not telling you about it on purpose because they wanted to cause a void. But I feel this void only caused you to feel like you don't know them at all. And for many of you, you released this, purged this energy to reset because they were fake woke, pretending to care or pretending to be of service when they were not. Now I feel something is starting to hit different. There's a sudden change, a curveball in this situation. A situation where there's a lot of conflict, where someone's trying to provoke you emotionally. But as I said before, something is starting to be seen in a different way. It's starting to hit different for someone who is no longer entitled in your life. This is someone who got caught playing the victim because they were all talk, no walk. And everything they say is all cap. Bold-faced lies for someone who is not being an adult about it. In fact, this is someone who is being obsessive or excessive, overdoing something, trying to agitate you, yet I feel this energy is now pressed. This energy is pressed knowing now that you are over it, over the mind games, over the petty energy, the reckless ways of their immature, closed-minded energy, and it's giving too much toxic waste for you because they couldn't keep it simple, yet they were coming out as a fraud, overhyped, because they were wanting payback or plotting revenge. This is someone who had a beef with you that you didn't even know about or sign up for. This is someone who caused a separation within war of words or emotions, causing something to be beyond repair or causing you to feel exposed or vulnerable. For many of you, this is a situation you feel is broken beyond repair, but I also feel some things can be fixed, yet I feel they're going to have to do it with intention. They're going to have to keep it simple instead of spiteful. This energy is coming out as salty. I didn't see this card. Salty and dramatic, spiteful, yet caught up in these harsh ways. This energy doesn't want to appear weak, but they want to come your way. And I feel it's going to be a hard feat for this energy who is caught up in their ego, their pride. Yet I feel that will always lead them to shame. Shame and humiliation for taking advantage of a situation where they had the power to do something different and they didn't. This is someone you no longer explain your pain or your thoughts or even your emotions to, because they always made you feel you are hard to understand or even love at times. But I feel you already realized how toxic they truly are, especially when they try to gain energy or light by attempting to put out yours, because they were too entitled to realize your position. Let's get some final energy here, Holy Spirit. Yeah, this energy was too entitled to see your position because they were always throwing shade. This is why you feel like you don't know who this person is, because they're in and out, taking risks for no reason, causing a void. But I feel there will be a deep sense of regret. There will be receipt as well. For some of you, this is tough love. You do have a heart for this energy. They know it, and they want to use it against you. Yet I feel that is not the game you're playing. Not anymore. And I feel you're about to do something with no regrets. No regrets, and I feel you also hold receipts for this. Someone is overhyped. And very disrespectful, very toxic energy here, who is about to realize a very harsh truth. This is someone who is about to take back something they said. Yo-yo energy here. This is back and forth. Someone with back and forth with you. This is verbally or emotionally or just in and out of your life. Now they're wanting to have some type of real talk, some deep conversation in person. No filter. Someone's wanting to be brutally honest, but deep down I don't feel they're ready for that, because not only do they have something to say, I feel you have questions that need answers. These are answers that I don't feel they have, yet I feel something is about to be made public, or this energy is about to speak out. But something may be old news, especially if they are still attached to their false identity or disguise when it comes to a twin flame energy or a squad. So this is someone who is still wearing a mask. Something is becoming old news because they're detached or wanting to detach from a squad to connect with a twin flame. Yet I feel you could be playing it safe. There's a sense of caution when it comes to this energy. You're just not sure if you should be giving in to them. Why? Wow. Because they've caused so much pain. This energy has caused a lot of pain in your life, and then would tell you that this may have happened by mistake or you're overlooking facts, when in fact I sense each time you were telling the truth and they knew it. There's a lot of pain and disappointment when dealing with this energy, as well as lies and betrayal. There's also a squad, inner circle. This could also be family. Please take it how it resonates with your message. Let's get some final energy here, Holy Spirit. What is the message? So for many of you, this is someone who did all of this for a random situation, a random thought, emotion. Something that you did or said that you were not aware of affecting them deeply. Even just seeing you be braver or stronger than them affects them. This is someone who is thinking about the risk they took when they should have just gotten closer to you. Someone's really affected about how easy you're able to grow, or how easy it seems you're blessed. This is someone who is wanting to reach out, wanting to talk, but they're in and out. They're not consistent at all. And for whatever reasons, I feel this energy is doing a lot of things for random reasons. Yeah, they're regretting something. Regretting something they were testing out. When it comes to goals or trying to have their way, this energy is now feeling like they need to do something different or relocate. Because something doesn't exist, a foundation or love, wherever they are, it's not reliable. Something is in question. This is someone who has left you with more questions than answers, yet they're still wanting to rebuild. Wow. This energy is still wanting to rebuild, but they know that you're bothered about something. You're possibly even giving them a side eye, or this energy feels like you're going to be asking questions they don't have the answers to. But I feel it's not keeping them from being curious about your energy, even though they know they have caused you a lot of disappointment and pain. But I feel they could also be sitting in that energy down in the dumps because they're not in a good headspace. This is someone who is not in a good headspace because they know they can't get something they had back with you. Things will never be the same. Things will never feel the same. This is why they are giving you mixed signals, because they don't know what to do with the future of this connection. So they're pretending not to care or be interested. This energy is coming out as the great pretender, someone who is knowing wholeheartedly there is a lot more to this story that you don't know. In fact, I feel this is someone who is nervous about it, trying to cover up something, trying to prevent a truth from coming out, and they're hiding something. They're hiding an agenda, ulterior motives, or even what they have done truthfully in the past. Yet I feel this energy is wanting to be spontaneous when it comes to you, whether that is texting from out of nowhere or calling or just popping up. Yet something is definitely moving slowly. But this energy is realizing slowly but surely they were misinformed about you. They were wrong. They were wrong in a lot of ways. You are proving them wrong. How strong you are, the fact that you are not affected by their words or your actions, or the fact that you have moved on so effortlessly, so it seems, because this energy doesn't really see all that you have done to get through this. You just make it look so good. So much so that they're wanting to make an impact, trying to make a positive impression on you. So they're trying to come up with a way to make you overlook their wrongs, wanting to resurface. But I feel to resurface this energy is just going to have to keep it real, because they're never being 100% with you. But as I said before, this energy never being consistent with their energy and always being flaky is the result of someone having multiple factors to why. There's layers to this. This is someone who is hard on the outside but truly soft on the inside, and they're not wanting to show you that you won, you were right. But I feel it was never about a game for you. You were never up for the win. You were just wanting the energy, the affection, the love that you gave. You just wanted it in return. Instead, this energy was testing something that only brought them to a sense of regret and remorse, because now something is set in stone. Final energy here, confirmation, Spirit. Thank you. Someone's definitely affected because you're no longer bothered. No longer bothered by their hate or envy. You're no longer bothered by the fact that they tried to throw you away. Throw this situation away as if it meant nothing when it, in fact, they know it meant everything. Yet they were still keeping something a secret, holding something back, being a fake energy, or giving in to fake friends, even though they know they hate nothing about you. This is someone who knows they hate nothing about you, yet they gave in to false energies or tried to turn others against you because of their own hate or envy, or the fact that they didn't get what they wanted out of life. So they wanted you to feel the way they feel. So they tried to affect you by throwing the connection away. Wanting you to feel like you were worth less than you truly are. Now they're trying to burn the evidence. Not wanting you to know the true words or the true actions that they did, or they're not really knowing the depth of what you know. So I feel this is the very reason they're not speaking or they're not talking, because they're not wanting to expose too much without knowing what you know. Not wanting to continue to dig this hole too deep. Yet I feel instead of trying to create a strategy, they just need to come real with facts. Real talk. Instead of trying to figure something out, they just need to speak from the heart. Which for many of you feel this energy don't even have. There's definitely a separation here. There could be a separation because of money. Someone's money hungry or do anything for money, or someone is not wanting to tell you what they did for money. In fact, I feel this is someone who is all in their feelings because something exploded in their face, blew up. If it hasn't already, this energy is now seeing something wasn't worth it. The spiritual attack they put on you wasn't worth it, because now they're getting that energy and they're miserable. The arguments, trying to put you in your place, it wasn't worth it. The lies, the betrayal, trying to play puppet master, controlling situations, pulling the strings behind the scenes, giving you fake apologies, or nothing at all, it wasn't worth it. Now this energy is trying to come up with something. Figure things out, brainstorming on how to have an open door or get you to open up, yet this energy already knows that you know they're toxic. Too poisonous to your energy, and this energy feels like you won't open up. You feel like they're too damaged, or the fact that you know they fucked up. This energy now sees you as a diamond in the rough. I don't know what you just walked into, but it must be another load of blessings, because they really feel some type of way about you. You're coming out as a diamond in the rough. They are in regret for not keeping their promise or trying to put on a show. Now they're wanting admission into your life, and you're chill about it. You're chill about it, and they're sick about it. This energy is sick about it, depressed about it, and trying to cope with it in various ways. This could be prescription drugs or street drugs, whatever the case, whatever they fancy. This energy is definitely overdoing it because they're blocked and they're trying to ride it out by coping in the wrong way. In fact, for many of you, this energy right now is total drama. Needing guidance, needing advice, or needing a parent, or please take it how it resonates. Someone is needing someone who has the maturity and wisdom which they are lacking, and they know they screwed up because their emotions are everywhere. For many of you, there is a sense of caution when it comes to this energy. You've already checked yourself. This is something they should do as well. I feel you coming to terms with something has caused you to walk away with no regret. Now this energy regrets being a yo-yo, going back and forth with you, not seeing a truth, not respecting your energy. Now they're wanting to vent to you. Talk about the issues. Talk about the ongoing issues that they cause, but they neglect to talk about. This is someone who is wanting to set the record straight. But I feel something has expired. Something is old news. Because as I said before, this is someone who has already tried to discard you without any explanation or any facts, any details, just coming up with shit. This energy was trying to play or put on a show, create a diversion, or put you as the enemy or the villain. Yet this energy was putting on a show because they already knew they were kicked to the curb. This is someone who already knew that there was no chance to fight for this, so they threw it all to the wall. Yet now this energy is wondering what you're attracting, what kind of ideas you're coming up with, because for them, things are all falling apart. Now this energy is upset, very emotional, because they know that you're not going to just forgive and forget or just let them back in, because their life is just all torn up in pieces and you're over it. You're tired of the drama, and they know deep down your heart is broken and it's game over. It's game over. You're no longer playing into their game or their insecurities. You now see the difference between salt and sugar, and you're not believing in both. I feel for many of you, you don't want to hear what they have to say. And for many of you, it's because it's nothing you haven't heard before. You just feel like they're just going to waste your time. And you already know the tea. You already have the receipts for what you need and what you already know. And you're standing in your power. You're standing your ground. You said what you said. For someone who is always running, now they're lost. And you're protecting yourself. And whatever has been said will be remembered. Will be final. And this energy needs to deal with their anger issues and their bad choices. Because now I believe this energy could be caught up, but still loving on you, needing your energy, knowing you are in a space where you're trying to center yourself or align, create a better life, while they're sitting in a space of misery and nightmares. For many of you, this is an energy coming back with an offer. An offer that is sincere. I feel this is an apology that, or an offer that has a very sincere interest, yet it's only because they feel they no longer have position and control. So they seek approval and attention as a form of mind games and manipulation. In fact, this is someone who will always return. This is someone who I believe will always come back in some way, shape, or form, especially when you pull away, just to ensure that you never move on, especially without them. I hope you guys have enjoyed the reading and has gained some food for thought. If so, let me know by commenting down below or liking this video. I hope to see you again, guys. Bye.